Hi guys, welcome back on my channel. Today I'm gonna show you full process of this drawing and I will tell you a story about this character. I will show you also how to draw stones because I know how hard it is for many artists to draw a stone, so please stay till the end. So I'm starting with a sketch and I must note that my main reference was this picture. Yes, it's a sculpture I guess, and initially, this drawing was supposed to look completely different at the end, but I completely changed my mind. I decided to draw her with a full body because, already that character had a really sad lore. So let her be already in one piece. I don't wanna traumatize her more. So after completing the entire sketch, I move on to apply flat colors. Then I found how to draw the initial outfit, and of course it was looking like floor rags. I don't know why, but seriously, I'm really enjoying drawing clothes like this. I guess it's just my style and I really like it. I put some lights and shadows and I started rendering the hair. I said that before, but I wanna say that again, that I really love rendering hair. Just a little advice, if you're planning to make drawing, try to visualize where the main source of light will be and plan it out from the beginning. It's gonna be more easier for you. For me, it's gonna be somewhere here. I wanna also make maybe few videos about how I'm drawing poses, how I'm drawing also face. Maybe I just want to show you how easily you can do it, seriously, and have a lot of fun doing this thing. I will tell something more about how to put lights and shadows, and I will show you my main sources of references which I'm using. So let me know if you like this idea, and right now I'm gonna say short story about that whole character. On the edge of Forgotten Valley, where every rock and mineral told its own story, there was a clan of crystals masters who drew power from the earth. Among them lived a young girl with silver hair named Aurelia, known as the last crystal bender. Aurelia was nervous and arrogant, which often got her into the trouble. Her abilities were powerful but chaotic, and each attempt to use her power ended in explosions that sometimes injured her. Despite this, her clan saw immense potential in her. But one day, war broke out. Aurelia's clan fought against a rival clan seeking to control the valley. The battle was brutal. Crystals shone like falling stars and the ground trembled. Although Aurelia fought bravely, she couldn't control her abilities, and her clan was defeated, leaving her alone. After the war, Aurelia changed dramatically. Losing her family taught her humility and patience. She realized her arrogance was her greatest enemy. She decided herself to learning and honing her skills. The crystals became her teachers, and through meditation and practice, she learned to control them. However, with each use, the crystals left toxic marks on her hands. Despite this, Aurelia knew she had to continue fighting to honor her loved ones and restore justice. Armed with new skills and determination, she decided to confront the clan that destroyed her life. Many said she was the last crystal bender, but Aurelia believed her fight would not be in vain. She knew that true power lay not in the crystals but in the heart that wielded them. It was this heart that made her the most powerful bender the world had ever seen. She vowed to do everything in her power to ensure that no one would ever forget her family and their sacrifices. Thank you so much that you were listening that short story. And right now I'm gonna quickly explain you how I did that stones, how I draw them. So basically everything is laying in the light and the funny structure that stones have, or rocks. I started with making basic shape of this all rock, big stone, whatever it is. I think it's always important to start with simple shapes. I was trying here adding some texture, but it wasn't that which I was willing to create. So I start adding shadings and then I start with a slightly grayish tone in areas where light hits the surface. This gives the stone more realistic and three-dimensional look. For cracks, crevices, or the natural irregular shapes of the rocks, I use dark lines, and this thing with that all shadows gives me this texture which I wanted to make. And of course my blending. I carefully considered the light source and how it would affect each rock. That main light source wasn't that much intense and everything was quite diffuse due to the surrounding smoke, and Uridia was occupying the upper part of the rock, so there won't be any strong reflection of light in this area. I also wanted to add some crystals which they are inside that rock, and you may see them everywhere. However, at the end I decided it was too much and I left this rock without any crystals in it. With drawing that crystals, it was pretty the same matter as with drawing rocks. I just simply use a brush that creates a nice light effect. I also changed the entire background to match the color of crystals and added light effects that scattered through the crystals. Now I will be working on the final small details, because seriously I just love putting as many details as I can to my drawings. I've added embellishments to her leg and I will continue to refine Eurelia's outfit. Now I will be rendering her skin, refining 2 strands of her hair and adding individual hairs around her face. And most of these things I'm doing with blending brush. Next I will draw small lines extending from her hands to her elbows to represent the toxic effects caused by those crystals. I'm doing the same thing for her eyes. I'm also adding hairs on her face. And I'm changing also layers here, or rather deleting some parts of hairs to make the hand visible. If you like what I'm doing, you can support me on Ko-fi, follow me on Instagram, or just watch my previous videos. It really means a lot to me. I also recommend you to check other links, which they are in my description, and that's it. Let me know what you are thinking about this drawing. Thank you so much that you were watching till the end. See you again in next videos. Bye!